Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode here on the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis, and I thank you for clicking this video and giving it a chance, giving it a shot, giving it a watch. If you are new here and wrestling is your type of content, then this is the channel for you. If you wouldn't mind, if you're not subscribed yet, just hit that subscribe button for more wrestling content. I post weekly, and the more this page or channel grows, the more I post more, the more a lot happens. So I want to get to that spot. I want to get to that type of area. That's one of my goals. And I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully before the year is over. I think we're at 787-ish right now, which is huge for me. I'm really excited and grateful for all of that. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed so far and who have commented. I know there's quite a few of you who regularly comment on my videos and posts, and I really appreciate that. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope that only continues to grow and that keeps on happening and this turns into something huge because who knows where this can go. But anyway, let's talk about Elimination Chamber today. First of all, before that even happens, I had a crazy day at work, a very long day at work, stressful day at work. So I came home, I just threw on a hoodie, and I'm like, let's talk about Chamber. And talking about wrestling is therapeutic for me, so this is perfectly what I need right now. I love talking about wrestling, and I love that we can talk about wrestling together. So let's talk about Elimination Chamber. That's happening tomorrow night. This will be releasing on Friday. So tomorrow night in Perth, Australia. Everybody's already there. There's only 4 matches on the card, which I want to get your thoughts on that. What do you think? Do you like when they've been doing this lately? Royal Rumble back in January. I actually went to that pay-per-view. I actually drove down to Florida, road trip, and went to Royal Rumble. Had an amazing time. I sat pretty high up there, but hey, that's okay. It was one of my life goals to go to Royal Rumble, and I got to check that off, and I went, and it was the best time. Great time. And I know that could be different when you're in person or if you're watching on TV, but in person, that was amazing. So regardless, they only had a few matches on that night too. I think it was only 4 matches. They had the 2 Rumbles, the triple threat match, and I might be forgetting another, but not the triple threat, the fatal 4-way, and I don't know. But they only had a few matches, and that's something I think they're trying to do differently now. Like here at Chamber, there's only 4. There's the 2 Chamber matches, there is the tag team match, and of course, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. So I don't mind it because I feel like it gives you a little bit more quality over quantity kind of thing. You kind of have more time for these matches. You know, they can run a little longer. You can tell a better story, I feel like. Talking about stories, that seems to be the talk every day now. But you can tell more of a story, and the wrestlers have time to produce a better match, I feel like. So I don't mind it. I don't mind there's only 4 matches. By the way, how many people are on the East Coast? Or I guess this actually happens, this applies to everybody, really. The East Coast, we're going to wake up we have to be up at like 5. It starts at 5. And I know California or the West Coast, you're going to be up at 2, and so on. So we all have to get up at certain times here. How many of you are actually going to wake up that early to watch? I was actually just talking about it with my fiance. I think we're actually going to wake up for this. At first, we weren't. I was going to, it's too early on a Saturday morning, man, after a long week at work to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch a wrestling show. But not only do I want to do it because we get to talk about it afterwards, but I don't know. I'm just that big of a fan. I've done it before when they went to Japan before. I'm down to get up that early. So I'm going to set an alarm tomorrow morning, and I'm going to watch the pay-per-view as it's happening. And if this channel even gets bigger, it'd be nice if we can do these watch-alongs, We can do them here on YouTube, or I can start a Twitch or something. We can all watch along together, not only just pay-per-views, but the actual shows during the week. So that'd be fun. That's another goal I have here for this channel. But yeah, you guys let me know how many of you are actually going to wake up early to watch this pay-per-view. It's going to be interesting. But I will do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, let's talk about some of these matches here. I think the first match of the night, I think it's going to be the Women's Chamber. Interesting participants in this match. It's got some good names in there. We got Liv Morgan. I have to read off my phone. I'm not going to remember everything. We got Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Tiffany Stratton. Now, if you think about it, Tiffany Stratton is the only heel, the only bad guy in this match. So it makes it a little more difficult for me to think about the outcome and how we get to the outcome. Because I think the front runners to win this thing, of course, would be Becky Lynch, because they've poured so much energy into her lately with like the promos against Rhea, up in her face kind of thing. So I think Becky wins this, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca won it. I wouldn't be surprised if Liv Morgan won it. But I wouldn't even be surprised if Raquel won it. Raquel and Rhea have like a huge history. So that'd be an interesting matchup there. But I have a gut feeling it's going to be Becky Lynch. And how do we get there? Because then that leaves everybody else with nothing to do. And I know in my last video we talked about where's Bianca's match at WrestleMania. What's it going to be? Surely they're not going to have her not compete. She's got to do something at Mania. I think there's going to be stories told within these matches, like the way eliminations happen. Like I think Bianca and Stratton are going to have a pretty. You're going to know what the plans are, right? Because Stratton and Bianca have kind of teased a little bit that there's something in the works there. Maybe that's Bianca's match for WrestleMania. So with that being said, I could easily see Stratton somehow pinning or helping pin or helping eliminate Bianca in some kind of way. There's got to be something there. I feel like Stratton is going to find a way to either eliminate Belair, or Belair is going to eliminate Stratton, and that'll connect them for their match at WrestleMania, which would be huge for Stratton because I think WWE is really high on her, and I think we all as fans should be too, because I think Stratton is going to be amazing. Everybody else though, it's kind of hard to pinpoint because Naomi, Raquel, and Liv. If Becky Lynch wins the Chamber, that leaves Liv, Raquel, and Naomi with not much of a direction in WrestleMania. I don't know where we go from here. I think the women's tag team championships held by Kairi Sane and Asuka are going to be defended at WrestleMania, and maybe we get a makeshift type of tag team. Maybe we get Raquel and Liv or something. I don't know, or Naomi somehow. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where all these women get left off. I kind of hope they don't go the whole battle royal route just to get everybody on the pay-per-view at WrestleMania. I feel like we're living in times now where WWE has gotten really better at their stories and creativity. So I feel like I would like to see something a little more creative with that. Anyway, I think Becky Lynch wins that. So to me, I think the next match would probably be, I think it's either between the segment with Grayson Waller or it's going to be the tag team championship match. I have a feeling it's going to be the tag team championship match. You know what? Maybe, yeah, let's go with the tag team championship match, which I think could sneakily be the match of the night. I think it has potential to be the best match of the night. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the tag team championships. You got to feel like something fishy might happen here with Dom or JD getting involved somehow. I don't know, but that actually could happen. They could be the ones that kind of cost Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne the match here, and maybe that'll set up a rematch at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, because I am dead set on them, Judgment Day, defending both Tag Team Championships on both nights. So night one, Raw Tag Team titles, Raw, SmackDown titles. Night two, maybe we can get on night one, like DIY versus Judgment Day, or like New Day versus Judgment Day, or on night two we can get maybe Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate again versus Judgment Day. Either way, I think something like that is going to happen, and I think it should happen because we need to focus on Damian Priest and that briefcase. After that tag match, I think we have the... let's go with a segment. I feel like the men's chamber match is going to come right before the main event, and I think the main event will be Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. So segment is going to be interesting with Grayson Waller. The Rock and Roman have not been advertised for Chamber, but I feel like with it being the first time like in Perth, Australia, and it being such a big pay-per-view, I feel like there's a big chance that The Rock and Roman, or at least one of them, I would say maybe The Rock, would show up to this. But I'm going to say Rock and Roman will be there, and I'm going to say they're going to interrupt this segment we have here. Maybe Jimmy and Solo are the ones that kind of get involved with Seth and Cody before they can get their hands on Rock and Roman, and it kind of just, you still leave that whole like wanting these guys to all get in the mix together and get their hands on one another, but it doesn't happen, but it's a big tease of it. So I can see something like that happening. It'll also be interesting if they do announce or tease the match or the matches for WrestleMania. Like everybody thinks there's going to be a tag match between Rock, Roman, and Cody and Seth, or what? Well, let's see what happens here. Seth has got me suspicious on some things, but maybe we'll go through that on another video. Talking about being Cody's shield and just being so on board with being Cody's backup. Something fishy's coming, I feel like, from Seth Rollins. I don't know if it'll be here. Probably won't. Maybe at WrestleMania. Who knows? But I'm keeping an eye on that. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit of a feeling that something's going on with Seth, maybe turning. So yeah, that segment's going to be interesting. I don't think it's just going to be Cody and Seth talking. I think we're going to get a surprise Rock and Roman, maybe. Let's go with the men's chamber. I don't know. For the longest time, I've been set on Drew McIntyre winning. I still feel like I'm leaning that way. But just like the women's chamber, I feel like we're going to get more stories told within this match. Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and LA Knight are very interesting to me. Like I said in a different video, I really feel like Logan Paul is going to defend against LA Knight at WrestleMania, but I feel like because of the way Logan Paul beat Kevin Owens and the way it was such a false finish, close call at Royal Rumble, that was the other match, by the way, that I forgot about, that at Royal Rumble that happened. I feel like we're not done with Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. So either I think it's going to be Logan versus Owens at Mania, or Logan versus LA Knight at Mania, or a triple threat between the three. Who knows? There's some options here. I love that right now with WWE. There's plenty of options. So look forward to that. Bobby Lashley, I have a feeling that Karrion Kross's group are going to somehow cost Bobby Lashley this match, whether they get involved or they pull him out of the chamber and it just eliminates him that way. I know it's not elimination if you leave the chamber, but I feel like it's going to be like insinuated that they beat him badly, that he can't return or whatever. I feel like they're going to do something involved here to cost Bobby this match. I think Drew McIntyre wins this and faces Seth at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. And after that, we have what I believe would be the main event of Elimination Chamber in Perth, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Rhea Ripley is going to get cheered like no other. And I think that's partly I think they're slowly trying to turn Rhea Ripley into a face. I feel like that's part of the reason why you haven't really seen her alongside with the Judgment Day lately. Like, she doesn't even really hang around with Dom. Dom's not coming out with her. Like, she's been keeping her distance in the past few weeks with Judgment Day. I think they're slowly transitioning Rhea into a babyface, a good guy, and Judgment Day are eventually going to have to split. So, yeah, I think I think there is maybe a 0.0001 chance Nia Jax wins this match at Elimination Chamber. It wouldn't make sense to have Nia win. So, Rhea Ripley, pretty much a guarantee win here. Maybe whoever wins the women's chamber, if it's Becky at the very end, she can come face to face with Rhea after the match. So that, Elimination Chamber goes off the air that way. Something. But if not, I could definitely see Rhea Ripley being the one to close the show, celebrating, holding her title up high, pyro, or whatever they choose to do. It's going to be a big moment for Ripley, man. That place is going to go wild, and I fully expect them to be crazy the whole entire night. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. 4 really great matches we have at Chamber. I cannot wait to watch. I'm going to wake up early Saturday morning. I'm going to make some coffee, have some breakfast, and watch wrestling. How many times can I do that? That doesn't happen often. I think it's going to be fantastic to watch pay-per-view live and have breakfast and coffee while watching it. I'm here for it. If I don't talk to you guys before the weekend's over, I hope you have a great weekend. And let me know your thoughts on the show. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know your predictions, whatever you might think about what's going to happen at Chamber. Winners, losers, anything. And if you haven't subscribed and you made it this far to the video, I thank you for that. And if you wouldn't mind just taking a few seconds, just a couple seconds, absolutely free, just subscribe to the video, like the video, comment on the video, share the video would be even better. It really helps this channel a bunch. I cannot tell you how much it helps the channel. I get to go back and look at all the analytical stuff, the stats later on during the week, and it's pretty cool to see numbers. So, yes, Appreciate all of you. I look forward to hearing from you guys again. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you. And until next time, we'll see you on the next video. And yeah, stay bitter.